It's finally here. After all the hype and anticipation, we finally got a new trailer for the Wano Country arc, and it's been one hell of a wait. For many fans, the Reverie arc has been leaving a bad taste, and people have been wondering why it was being filled to the brim with flashbacks and barely adapting any content. Well, here's the reason why. The Wano Country arc has been the focus for the animation team, and the guys at Toei Animation have been focused on elevating the quality of the anime to make it as best as it can be for the 20th anniversary of One Piece. With that comes some sacrifices and many changes to execute their ambition. The main sacrifice was the Reverie arc with its pacing and general adaptation, mainly to buy enough time whilst using as little resources as possible from the main staff. Having an anime original filler arc would have taken too many resources needed to fully work on Wano. So as I've stated in the past, the Reverie arc has become a sacrifice for the anime in order to deliver an amazing Wano arc. The truth is, a lot of the material in the Reverie arc is lore and there isn't much action, so the material, whilst being huge in-universe stuff, isn't particularly challenging to adapt. However, the Wano arc is looming quite closely, and Toei decided to put a lot of resources into increasing the overall quality of the One Piece anime. I've been hyping this up quite a little bit on my Twitter, but now that we have our first trailer, I can't understate how much effort Toei has been putting into increasing the visual quality and aesthetic of the One Piece anime in preparation for the Wano Country arc. During Whole Cake Island, the series director Toshinori Fukuzawa and chief animation director Keiji Ichikawa played an immense role in enhancing the quality of the Whole Cake Island arc, with Fukuzawa placing an emphasis on making sure the anime had a good schedule and adjusting the stuff to allow Ichikawa's supervision to give an immediate boost to the visuals. Thanks to Fukuzawa's efforts, we got an amazing opener and closer with episodes 786 and episode 877, which were directed by him, as well as a myriad of great episodes from episode directors like Kohei Kureta, Aya Kamaki, Hiroyuki Sato, Ryota Nakamura, and many more who gave us well-directed episodes, along with the amazing animators contributing to the highlight of Whole Cake Island, episode 870. Looking forward to the Wano Country arc, there's going to be a lot of changes in service of enhancing the quality of the anime, and the best place to start is right at the top. As you may have heard, the series director Toshinori Fukuzawa will be stepping down and Tatsuya Nagamine will be taking over his role. Tatsuya Nagamine has previous experience on One Piece, having previously directed the One Piece film Z movie, which is one of my favorite movies, as well as being the series director for Dragon Ball Super along with Ryota Nakamura during the Tournament of Power arc, and helped elevate the quality of the series, but he was limited by how inherently screwed up the production of Dragon Ball Super was. He subsequently went on to direct Dragon Ball Super Broly, and that blank canvas plus the support of Toei allowed that film to be extremely impressive and set a new standard for the franchise. At the start of 2019, Tatsuya Nagamine tweeted that he wanted to take it easy, and I'd assume that going easy meant something that's way less stressful than being the series director for One Piece, but given how stressful Dragon Ball Super had been, he actually broke his wrist while redrawing storyboards for the Tournament of Power. It's safe to say that One Piece is a much better environment for him to showcase his vision as series director. With this first trailer, we can see his mark all over the trailer. His use of distinctive colors that intensely cover the entire trailer make for an easy tell, and that was something that stood out in Dragon Ball Super Broly quite a bit. Looking at the first shot of Zoro walking, you can see how much color is complementing the character with the purple backgrounds that allow him to stand out a lot. Even going deeper into the trailer, with particularly the shot of the two figures standing in the moonlight, the heavy use of blue plus the moonlight and the shadows shows how much work has been put into making the show look like a visual spectacle through and through. Colors play an important role for Tatsuya Nagamine, and that is something that is going to be represented through his work as series director. Given that the last series director Toshinori Fukuzawa directed the first episode of Whole Cake Island, I'm curious to see if that trend will follow through with the Wano arc, with Nagamine directing the opener. He's certainly done a ton of work so far, so we're gonna have to wait for the anime listings to give us the stuff, but I hope that is the case. Moving forward, the former series director Toshinori Fukuzawa decided to split the roles of character designer and chief animation director at the start of Whole Cake Island, and that had an immediate impact on the quality and the art of the anime. Keiichi Ichikawa's amazing corrections always helped make the characters look on model and gave a really sharp weight to the character designs that were lacking whilst Hisada was burdened with both those positions. Plus, With Hisada getting older now, I'd rather not see his work get dulled due to how many sheets he has to design. One Piece has always been a series with many characters, and it seems that Oda is adamant on introducing more and more characters, so the role of character designer encompasses a huge task that made it difficult to handle chief animation direction duties. Having Ichikawa take that role was a really smart move by Fukuzawa, but I couldn't help but feel that the philosophies between Hisada's approach to character designs and Ichikawa's corrections weren't in line with each other, but they did alright for the Whole Cake Island arc. So it was pleasantly surprising to hear the news that Kazuya Hisada would be stepping down as a character designer after a decade in that position. With the new trailer, it's pretty obvious that there's a new character designer, and based on some of the shots, if I had to guess, it'd have to be Midori Matsura. Her ability to replicate Ichikawa's supervision style, plus her approach to corrections as an animation supervisor, make her an ideal candidate for the role of character designer. Plus she's able to come close to the movie character designer Masayuki Sato, whilst keeping in mind Oda's current style, which makes her a good candidate. As a side note, it seems like Ichikawa's correction style will be changing from Whole Cake Island to Wano, with the distinct lack of shading lines in this preview. In Whole Cake Island, Ichikawa replicated Oda's use of the manga shading lines for corrections, which had a nice impact on the viewers with the art looking immensely polished, but that also caused a big time drain by incorporating all those lines. It meant that it took longer to do key animation work. Simplifying this process by relying on shadows and a better composite allows for the animators to have greater flexibility in their key animation and makes it faster to work with. As for the biggest change in the Wano arc, I'd have to say the composite being changed is the backbone of what makes all these changes work so well together. For those of you who don't know, the composite refers to all the effects on top of the animation. Without a good composite, even the best key animation can end up looking painfully bad. What's important is to have an art director and color designer that can elevate every piece of animation, and that's something that the One Piece anime has long struggled with. The photography department wasn't really doing anything to give the anime the added punch it needed, and it always looked like it was getting more and more dated with every arc. However, we did get some good episodes that had well done composites, mainly that were either directed by Aya Kamaki or Kohei Kureta or Fukuzawa for that matter. But for the most part, it wasn't the case. Kamaki's ability to turn a relatively plain chapter of One Piece into an amazing musical number really caught fans' attention in episode 830, and her unique direction, focused on incorporating musical and visual elements at her disposal with her striking storyboarding and composite, always made her episodes a pleasure to watch. Even in more action-packed chapters like episode 868, she focuses on making the atmosphere and tone of every scene stand out. Her work in episode 875 highlights how flexible she is in making the most out of the material she directs, and I can't wait to see what she does in Wano. Now the other big part is incorporating the Toei line filter, which is another addition that completely works in One Piece, and I know that some Dragon Ball fans might see the filter and think, oh my god, it's Broly, but the filter was first used in Tiger Mask W, and its positive impact in giving art the immense weight through the variable line weights complement the changes we saw so far. We saw the line filter being used in the One Piece Stampede trailer, and I was looking forward to seeing what we had in store with the Wano arc, and it works even better here thanks to the movie quality composite and art direction, along with the character designs that highly complement this aesthetic. For many people, it might seem like only Nagamine is responsible for all these changes, but make no mistake, it's the work of many departments at Toei working in tandem along with Nagamine's vision that has allowed One Piece to finally look like an anime that's on par with the rest of its modern counterparts. With the 20th anniversary of the anime and how important the Wano Country arc is for One Piece, there's no better time for these changes than now. These changes are a huge endeavor and something that the staff have been working towards for a while, so I hope you can understand how much work the staff are putting into the anime, and whilst the Reverie was a huge arc for the manga, I hope you can understand and look forward to these big changes in the Wano arc, as they will undeniably have a bigger impact on the anime and the franchise, and allow the anime to do justice to the amazing content that Oda has planned for all of us in the Wano arc. I'm really curious to hear all your thoughts on the trailer first of all, as well as all the changes I've outlined in this video. Will you be watching the One Piece anime, and are you as hyped for all these upgrades? If you want me to cover the anime in more depth like this as we head into the Wano arc, let me know down below in the comments and subscribe to stay up to date to my latest content. Until next time, take care.